Holiday Resorts has 1, 2, and 3 bedroom, fully self-contained apartments located at the heart of Crown Point. Minutes walk to the popular beaches, restaurants, bars, and the airport. Enjoy our amazing amenities such as fully equipped apartments, complete with Wi-Fi, AC, TV, and a pool, and a mini-mart on the compound. Call 639-8292 or 8929. Jimmy's Holiday Resorts is your family's home away from home.
Are you flood ready? Recycle and properly dispose of large waste. Avoid sweeping yard clippings or trash into drains. Plant trees to avoid soil erosion. An initiative to help people prevent, prepare, recover. Tatil, where people are people.
Never ever worry, don't mind if life make you sad. I tell them never ever worry, if your house get flooded out real bad. I tell them never ever worry, what I'm saying is true. So just consider, Tatil will always be here for you.
Tatil, where people are people. You know what I mean.
MI4 Security Services.
Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning, morning.
Before, of course, we're celebrating steel plant throughout Trinidad and Tobago. And as we go forward, this day, August 11th, will be recognized as World Steel Plant Day, something that we are very proud of in Trinidad and Tobago. And of course, it's a sporting morning here on a Friday, and I'm joined by one looking muscular and one kind of tall. Very intimidating, but not daunted at all because it is when you race cars. So good morning again, viewers, and of course, don't forget to share the live. And we're chatting now, we're talking motor sport this morning and talking about the Tobago Hill Climb Festival. Good morning to you guys.
Morning.
Fantastic. So with Simon Rodrigue, he's the president of the Trinidad and Tobago Rally Club, right? PRO. Oh, I got that. And I have Dexter Sandy, president of the Tobago Motorsport. All right, thank you guys so much for being here with us this morning. Right, of course, before we get into the discussion about the Tobago Hill Climb Festival, just share a bit about your organization, the Trinidad and Tobago Rally Club.
Okay, the Trinidad and Tobago Rally Club is the NGB for rallying in Trinidad and Tobago. So the national governing body recognized by the Ministry of Sport. The organization has been in existence for over 40 years.
Wow.
In different evolutions.
Okay.
Right from how it started. So we're very much involved in motorsport and changing things and evolving.
And the requirement, you must be a driver?
No. Actually, we don't just do the events like the Tobago Hill Climb, which was considered the high-speed stages part of it, or special stages. We also do navigation rallies, where team building, so companies come to us and you do the navigation rallies with riddles,
like
where the general...
Like the Great Race as well?
And
like the Great Race, like the power boat racing, like that?
No, not like that. The stages part of it is like that, where you have a co-driver next to you, you go through, you do your notes. That's actually what I've been doing for the past couple of years, and with your driver, you go through the notes to do the course faster. So you follow the notes for him.
Hey, and about the Tobago Motor Races Association?
Tobago Motorsport Association is a body that kind of pulls all the disciplines on the island together. So we have the drifters, the Tobago karters, we have the RC club, we have some racers involved as well. Right, and we just kind of administrate and make sure everything runs smoothly. There's a calendar of events. Many people know us out at the parade grounds where the drifters practice on a Saturday and Sunday, the karters as well. Right, so that's what.
What's karters and RC?
So RC is the radio control. So the guys with the airplanes or the radio control cars, they would utilize, if not parade grounds, the stadium, the stadium car park, and they run their cars there.
Okay.
Yeah. And the karters, the go-karts.
The go-karts. Okay. As I know all these things under one umbrella. Right. So we're talking Tobago Hill Climb. This is the second edition.
Yes,
the second edition of the Tobago Hill Climb. Take us through that. Dexter, I can go with you. The evolution of this Tobago Hill Climb. It appears to be getting bigger. And of course, I'm hearing that it's better this year. So tell the Tobagonians what to expect this weekend.
So the Hill Climb Festival is a collaboration between the TTRC and the TME, right? TTRC wanted to have Tobago involved in their calendar of events. So last year, the idea came, let's find a roadway that we could kind of block off and run our cars up the hill.
Right.
To create sort of like something like the Rally Barbados,
right.
In a smaller version, right? And we planned it out. And last year was the first run. So this year is going to be bigger and better. We're actually running the cars on the Belmont Road. It starts from Hope Farm, goes 3 kilometers up to the top just before you get into Mason Hall. And that's tomorrow, Saturday. So there's a lot of activity from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., right? And then on Sunday, we have the drifting, the karting. Some of those same rally cars are going to run on the hill climb. They're going to be out there as well. And we have cars, club from Trinidad coming across to run up against the Tobago Dexterity Club. Right? So we have a lot of action on Sundays. 4 disciplines will be taking place out at the parade grounds on Sunday.
So tomorrow, Saturday, because that's going to be the hill climb.
Yes.
And then on Sunday, we're going to be at the parade grounds. In terms of you mentioned it's going to be at Belmont Road. Yeah. So I'm guessing that's going to be closed off to members of the public.
There will be a traffic restriction. The police will be there to manage. So from the Hope Main Road, there's going to be restrictions there. Only authorized vehicles with passes will be able to come in. And mainly that will be competitors. Right? And some vendors, because we had to make sure we have some vendors.
Oh, so I mentioned vendors. In terms of spectating, is there a particular area that spectators will have to be at, or is it that you can just go anywhere you want and like foot traffic? Obviously, vehicle traffic can't come in. So if I want to let's walk and view the event, am I allowed to do that? Because this is definitely a safety issue here.
Yes. So we are encouraging all spectators to come on down. The parking will be out on the main road, and we are catering a shuttle service, which is free of charge. The shuttle will take you from the bottom of the hill and carry you up to the designated spectator zones. Right. So we're regulating where the spectators will be a safe portion of the roadway, so we would avoid any collisions or any mishaps.
Yeah, and for those who are not aware what Belmont is, because they may thinking in Trinidad and away. Belmont is in Mason Hall, right? This is in Mason Hall area.
This is the road between Hope and Mason Hall.
Yeah. Right. Tell me about some of the drivers coming from Trinidad. are they popular names? Because I'm not into the motor racing kind of thing. Tell me about some of your teams that are coming up from Trinidad.
For example, the winner of last year was coming in a Radical, which is not a car you would see on the road.
What Radical?
It's a Radical Cup car. So when you see it, it looks like, how should I say, the foreign race car. It's a tracker. It's an actual tracker. Open cockpit tracker, right? And we have 2 of those this year. Ravi Singh won it last year. He's an acclaimed circuit driver for many years. Actually, he's also involved in go-karting, and his daughter is also involved, so it's a kind of a family thing. He's coming up in his car, and then Zach, who is part of Team Speedway, which is also a family, because that's Frankie Boudram and Franklin Boudram. Now this is the grandson. He will be running against Ravi in that Radical. Then we have other cars, other circuit cars. We have rally cars. They have Miatas, so it's a whole thing of many race cars coming together for this.
So Dexter, who we have in Tobago can challenge Boudram and them? We're going on there.
We have Ashmal, we have Mark and Richard. Right, those are the guys from down at Federal. They are going to be coming out as well as the Tobago participants, specifically for the hill climb. And on Sunday we're going to have many guys from the Drifting Club and the Tobago Karting Club will be out on Sunday.
Yeah. So, like, in terms of prizes, is competing for fun, or you have prizes available as well?
Well, it's trophies and sponsors. The sponsors is very sponsors. I mean, hampers and trophies is mostly bragging rights. So it is sports in the country is actually more bragging rights than anything when it comes to motorsport.
Fantastic.
But yes, there are awards.
Okay. And how important you guys see this event for Tobago? Because I mean, there's a home for the motor racing in Trinidad. Would you say? Right. But we really don't have a home. We kind of. Well, we're sharing in Pirate Square. I mean, how important is this for Tobago to really agitate for that home for
this
racing?
Type of event really speaks to the tourism product that Tobago has and is trying to create. So this is really sports tourism in the format of motorsport as a festival for 3 days, right? And I mean, for this particular event, there are over 100 persons coming to Tobago. You're talking drivers and supporters, administrators who will be here to ensure that this thing runs. And this is room stock. We're looking at car rentals. So this is tourism in a true sense. We're facilitating that on the island to help. I mean, we're coming out of Commonwealth Games. Today's the finale. We're rolling straight into the
yes. So right.
And I mean, next week you have the Great Race.
A beehive of activities in Tobago.
So it's just another part of the puzzle, which is to help build the Tobago tourism.
How does someone get involved in this? Is that I like to drive and I have a fast car, and let's get in, or is there an assessment done to really get people registered for the event? Because I mean, you don't want an erratic driver come and say, well, I can drive, and you register him, and then he bumps some people in Belmont Road and all them places. How do you really assess the drivers for the event?
Well, for this event, which is a special event, right? I'm glad you said that. You can't just be a driver and say I have a car. So number one, the cars have to meet certain safety requirements. The drivers then have to have a certain level of experience before we will say, okay, yes, you can't just enter the thing. But a lot of it is safety and experience as well. Because of course you're racing up this road where there are precipices and things. So it's not just the layman's term. But pretty much to get involved in it, you start to come to it, you start as a marshal or a co-driver, as you mentioned before, and you slowly get into it, and that's how you go.
And tell me about safety, Dexter. I know you don't make joke when it comes to safety. What are some of the safety measures you guys put in place just to ensure that smooth transition, get flights to Tobago and back to Trinidad safely, and of course, injury-free?
So the drivers that come across, their vehicles are specially outfitted with what we call a roll cage. And this roll cage is a safety mechanism that is bolted to, well, I shouldn't say bolted, it's part of the chassis of the vehicle. So in the event that this vehicle rolls, right, it does not squeeze down on the driver. So that's a main safety feature. Most of these vehicles have a fire suppression kit. And a kill switch, right? So that in the event of an accident, the driver is able to activate that kill switch from inside the vehicle. If the driver is unconscious, the first responder is able to actually pull this kill switch from the outside of the vehicle and shuts down all power to the vehicle. So these are some of the safety mechanisms for these types of vehicles that we run in the hill climb. Last year we were incident-free, right? So we expect the same thing this year, but those are the things that we put in place with the vehicles themselves. The drivers, they all wear their helmets, their racing suits, which are rated to take heat from fire, and they all have fire extinguishers on board. And these are the things that we put in place. We also have the Trinidad and Tobago Fire Services that will be there on the day. They have the Jaws of Life. Right, but we always tell them that's in the back. Right? But the Trinidad and Tobago Fire Services is there. The ambulance is there to support in the event of anything.
And in terms of different categories, we have women involved as well? Or are they going to be, well, you have a category for women, or you have women drivers racing against men?
They do, but we don't, for the hill climb section of it, we don't have any women competing, but there are women that, yes, they do compete. But nothing. But the female drifter will be there on Sunday. She will be there.
And as you wrap, this reiterate, the route for Sunday and for Saturday tomorrow, and what's happening on Sunday.
Well, I mentioned that it's a 3-day festival, so it really kickstarts today. Today's a meet and greet down at the Lowlands Mall. So
and we have cars on there as well, so people can come and. All right, fantastic.
5 p.m. today. So we invited the public to come on down to the Lowlands Mall. You'll be able to see all the cars. You see the drivers. You get to interact with them. There's a meet and greet formality across by Lust and Pub House. And then tomorrow morning we kickstart up at Belmont Road from 9 o'clock. Go straight till 5 p.m. And on Sunday we start at 11 a.m. until 6 p.m. at the parade grounds.
Fantastic. So Mr. Rodrigue and of course Mr. Sandy, I want to thank you guys so much for joining us here today. I wish you an exciting event, but mostly a safe event, right? Come out and enjoy the racing. Put safety first, right? I know you're excited in the fast cars. Some people just get excited by the roar of the engine as well. And I thank you guys for bringing the event to Tobago as well, and I like the collaboration, as we try to build out our sport tourism trust here in Tobago. So thank you guys once more, and of course have a wonderful day. Viewers, we're going to take a short break, and we're going to come up with a young fella in Tobago. He's an official. He goes by the name. In fact, I'll let you pronounce his name when he comes on and set, right? Take a break, but don't forget to share the live.